I don't even know why I'm looking at that. I don't know why I'm looking. I don't know if it works or not. I'm a big. Hey there, fella. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, man.
It's been like a year.
Has it been a year?
I want to say so, yeah.
Something like that. I think it was cold last time I was here.
Yeah. Ain't that something? Mm-hmm. What do you think of that time? What do you think of time? Tell me all about it. Okay. Yo, because it literally feels like a couple weeks ago that I saw you, man.
It does. I guess because I'm in my 60s now, so time is a very, very different thing.
Yeah, relatively, right?
Yeah, because I'm like now I look at a project.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, creative project, right? And I think, do I want to spend 4 years doing this? Because in 4 years I'll be 67.
Oh.
67's officially like, I'm already old, but that's really fucking old, man. And so I think that way about it. If you're talking about just like personally what I think about time, the reason I'm wearing my hat like this, speaking about being old, is because my hearing aid is at the top here, so I could take the lid off.
Yeah.
But like if I put the hat on, it's slightly. Let's just see if I can. Anyways,
you got a hearing aid.
I got two, from like standing. Speaking of time, from like being in bands and shit, and then playing live sound for so long, playing the gongs and all the stuff I played for ceremony. I got two hearing aids. I'm fucking deaf. But I want to tell you something.
Go on.
I was like, I was back visiting my family, so I was laying there trying to remember this period of time in my life. And because my memory's not so good, right?
Yeah.
You probably can relate, right? So I started to think, well, I could always rely on this person.
Right.
That person's dead. You know what I mean? So like, I start to look at time as being like a real thing.
What's kind of funny, right? Is I never thought about this until you said that, right? Like, once you get to a certain time in your life, it starts to be the countdown. Like, okay, I only have this much. There's a finite amount of time. Do I want to waste it doing that, or do I want to spend it doing this? I didn't think about that. And then because you're older, that 4 years goes by way quicker than for a 10-year-old. You know, that's.
So let me be
40% of his life, but
yeah,
then
40% of his life. And then if I think of the average age expectancy, I've got longevity in my family.
Yep.
But like, I think it's 74 for a male.
Yep. For a Caucasian fella.
For a Caucasian fella.
Yeah. Man,
but I got that great shit. That's why it lasts longer.
Yeah,
but
the olive
let's
oil.
say 74.
Yeah.
Let's say 74. So that means I got 12 years. 12 years ain't shit.
Nah, man.
It's nothing when you get to this point. You know what I mean? So that's what I think about time.
Dude, so I got a buddy, Fred, old timer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he actually used to work down here too. And he's 87. Mm-hmm. This guy, bro, he's going to a funeral every week. This dude is going to a funeral every single week. Like, yeah, what you doing? Oh, I'm on a funeral.
Because of my lifestyle, because I was in New York in the 80s, and people, and because of my use of drugs in my life, and like being involved in the arts and stuff. So the 80s was a funeral every week because of HIV/AIDS, and then ODs, but people being murdered, you know, all this shit because I was in a lifestyle. But now it's just motherfuckers are dying.
Yeah, man.
it's a drag, but like it's just like
Yeah, the old age will get. Life will kill you, bro.
Life will kill you.
Life will
no one gets out of
kill
here
you,
alive,
man.
as Hank Williams Sr. said.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, but I when I talk to my old timer friends, because I basically just hang out with old dudes, and when I talk to them, that's how I knew about the 74. My one buddy, he's 80. He's like, I'm on borrowed time. He always hits me with that 74. Right now, maybe I'm cavalier about like, all right, man, you know, fuck it. When I go. I'm 47. So I'm not yeah. Are you kidding me? Like, it's funny. Yo, man, it's funny. Aging is crazy, dog. Like, it's just the stuff that happens that you don't, like, my fucking feet keep getting bigger, and like, you know, I'm you and I are in the same boat as far as the hard of hearing shit, man. Mm-hmm. Like, can't hear shit, can't see nothing. You think, okay, I got it all covered. This is it, and then you're like, oh, I got to get new shoes. Oh, fucking new glasses.
Yeah, dude. Like I've had cataracts now. I got my hearing aids in now. Sometimes it gets hard to get. And then here's the other thing.
Yeah.
Is like when you realize that like just like talking to to someone you're attracted to goes from you're just like, hey, I'm gonna try to being a creep.
Bruh. Dude.
You know, so like, and like I fucking realized, oh shit, who the fuck do I ran into somebody, beautiful young woman, like gorgeous young woman that I had talked to several times before. And like she said hello, I was in a shopping, this is in New York. And then I was kind of like talking to her, and then I was walking away like, well, why did she? And I'm like, oh, you're fucking old.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, so, I mean, usually what I do not approach anybody. I have to be so fucking sure that shit is fucking for real. And back when I was like young, I thought, you know, I was God's gift and I could just shoot your shot. So you just got to be real. It's got to be basically like they're landing a plane.
Dude.
Right? And like giving you signals. Other than that, you're creepy.
And
I was kind of being creepy with that young woman. I realized, oh shit, I just did that. I'm an old motherfucker. I got to like watch myself.
It's I can really relate to that because I want to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be like, if I'm age appropriate, I'm gonna have a baby with 4 feet. You know what I mean? So like, I can't be, my age appropriate is just grimy old man. Boom. I'm starting at grimy old man and working my way back.
Yeah.
And I've been out with young women and the looks I get, bro, like, I just want to have a family. Like, clearly, I'd much rather take the brain of an older woman and chuck it in her head. But, you know, I'm thinking of one, child bride, I used to call her.
The looks are really interesting. I was dating like a real young person, like too young. And like, we were like affectionate with each other, but no one ever smiled. Like,
Yeah.
no one ever gave like, aw. And it was kind of like, what the
They're like, this dude is fucking his
and I'm gonna
daughter.
tell him how broke I am. I'm broke too, but anyway.
She loaned me money. She loaned me money for this.
What I used to do with her
phone.
is give her the card to pay for dinner, just so she pulls it out, just to see what people would do.
Oh Lord.
Just to fuck with people. Anyway, so we got off. So that's one aspect of time, and then the other aspect of time is like, I mean, what can I say about it? I mean, that thing where you lay down and the thing. I remember like my first sort of conscious or the first time I remember like sort of an existential moment is this idea of infinity as a kid, like laying in my bed in the west side of Detroit, just thinking about infinity and being enormously frightened.
Do you remember? I had there was in the bathroom there was a mirror and then there was a mirror the mirror door that you could open up, and I would open it and look into infinity. I would just fucking look into infinity like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, I know exactly. I still, if I get the opportunity to do that now, I would do that now.
I mean, it's really a thing. You're like, holy moly, like, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. But I guess, I don't know, that become more religious, more God. Yeah.
How's that? That better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that I become like more into God, I guess there's an end. You know, that I'm not gonna get to.
Right.
Like there's like there is an end.
There is an end, and then there's a beginning.
Yeah.
There's so many. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's like that, right?
Yeah. There's so many traditions that view it like that, and like.
I think, dude, I don't believe space, man. I don't believe it. I'm a still earther. I'm a still earther.
You think the sun's revolving around us?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck that sun. Well, I don't bitch ass son. I don't revolve around that fucking punk ass son.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Like, cool.
Yeah, look how happy I am.
Yeah, it's fine. Have at it, man.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Have at
Fuck
it.
that shit.
Like,
Man.
it's like the flat Earth. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah. Explain that fucking that shit up there. I can't
Did
figure
you
out.
see that big flat earther? The guy who's got like millions of followers. Someone paid for a trip to the Antarctica for him, and he got up there and he said, "Oh, you're right."
Motherfucker said you right.
He's like, actually, you know what I'm talking about, young man?
Yeah.
No, you haven't heard about that?
But
Yeah.
no, I think but see, like I can't quibble about the fucking shape of things. I just know we fucking still as fuck, man. I'm a still earther.
Okay, stick with that. Is that biblically based, or it just makes
Biblically.
You actually believe?
Yo, man, I believe the Bible, man. I don't think I
Like
came from
just
a fucking
absolutely
orangutan.
literally.
Most of it, yeah. I think fucking demons are like I believe in
I
demons.
totally
and
believe in
angels
demons and angels. I totally believe
and I
in
think
that.
aliens are demons and angels.
They could be.
You know
There's
what I
all
mean?
kinds of shit happening. I
Bro,
believe in that.
I believe in different dimensions.
Dude,
and
I
the whole
believe in
nine.
that, but I also believe just because, like, let's just say the knowledge base from the Bible was written,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I don't think we've made any progress morally. I don't think so. I don't believe in an evolutionary course morally.
I don't.
And
Yeah,
I don't believe in intellectual.
No.
I believe that the scientific advancements just based on the way people operate and the way we work and our curiosity. But like the stuff about angels and demons, that's a knowledge base that anyone could have, or a talent for perceiving that. But like they just didn't know about the sun.
I don't believe that shit, man. Them motherfuckers. This is the best shit too, cause like I was talking to my real smart buddy. It drives him crazy because
It doesn't drive me crazy.
Oh
at all.
no. You're like no,
Yeah, it's fine.
but it's my science
It's
buddies.
wrong, but it's fine.
Oh well.
Yeah, be wrong. It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's like
It's
yo.
okay.
I'd rather
It's
be
fine.
wrong and happy.
Yeah.
Like
You know, there was this God. Who was it? It was one of those new atheist motherfuckers. I don't know if it was Harris. I don't know who it was.
that motherfucker. I don't got like they fucking those guys are fun suckers, dude. They just show up to parties
Oh,
and
they're
ruin
just
shit,
a
dude.
drag. I fucking
Yeah,
hate.
they're like,
But like
ugh.
Chomsky was actually talking to him. I forget which one it was, right? And Chomsky far left wing, right? And he was like, they were just going off like, as intellectuals, don't we owe it? Oh wow, these are actually, you can actually put your coffee on the Coke. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man. You know when they
I
got
was like,
those.
what are you doing, man? You're gonna ruin it. Anyway,
They got those when I stopped doing drugs. I'm
Yeah,
like, you
that's it.
motherfuckers. Just a little slight, just a little fuck you to Juder.
But anyways, whoever it was, I wish I could find that clip.
It's probably Sam Harris.
Yeah, I don't even.
He's
Yeah, one
annoying.
of those assholes, and they're like, "But isn't it the job of the intellectual to, go again to propagate the truth?" And Chomsky, brilliant as he is, he's like, "Well, if the truth, if a lie is harmful, if a lie or an untruth is damaging and hateful or something," he goes, "But like," and he gave an example. He goes, and this is Chomsky.
It's hateful to tell us that we are some little fuck ass ants, nothing ass motherfuckers floating around in space. That's some hateful ass shit.
That could be hateful.
Yeah,
Could-
look at
depends on
all
your
the fucking
interpretation.
grimy stuff we did, thinking that shit. Like
Oh, no.
I was eating assholes I shouldn't have been eating, man. I was going.
Well, that's
I was
about
going ham.
the selective assholes is what you need to be more selective in your asshole.
Well, not if
No,
I'm
but
a
I'm not
spec.
for hold on. But like what Chomsky said to this guy, and I wish I could. He's like, but I know a woman who is a Central American immigrant. She works hard. She goes to an evangelical church. She believes in the resurrection. She believes in She believes in creation theory.
Yeah.
She believes that probably believes that the earth revolves around the sun.
Me and
the
her,
sun
we
revolves-
rocking out with each other.
and she feeds the homeless. She takes care of sick people. She's kind to everyone she meets. So what illusion are you going to disabuse this woman of? Your fucking narrow scientific atheism that has no
Yeah.
heart or soul? Who the fuck are you helping? Who the fuck? And it's the
This
same
is
thing. If
true.
someone wants to be an atheist, if they're out there doing the shit in the
don't know-
world.
I don't know helpful atheists though, bro. I know motherfucking know-it-alls that be like, you need to do this. They're armchair quarterbacks, bro.
There are
Oh
plenty
man,
of
we
people
need to be
don't.
doing this and need to be doing that.
That's.
I lived in L.A.
Oh, dude, they're full of shit out there.
But that's a
but there's
godless-
plenty of people who don't believe and who are acting out of a humanism that is centered in love for other human
Yeah,
beings.
that's swell, but they just statistically, they're getting lapped by people that believe in God.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah,
I think you're probably right. But there's been plenty that has been done by people who don't believe that have this more.
Lenin, he's a swell atheist.
Lenin.
Yeah.
Well, John wasn't, but
Stalin was a fucking nice atheist. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, he killed everybody. The Bolsheviks, they were real.
Bolsheviks, what, like, if
they
you
were
want to get into
keen
communist shit, I'll
atheists.
talk.
I'm just
but,
fucking with
no,
you.
I know you're fucking with me because I am an anarcho-communist.
I know you
but,
are.
But I'm an anarcho-communist Christian, which is there's a tradition of that.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
you got someone like Emma Goldman was a
Who's she?
Emma Goldman was a Russian Jewish immigrant that came to this country probably in the beginning of the last century, and she was a nurse and an activist and an anarchist, but she worked for the 8-hour workday. She fed the
Why are
hungry.
women talking?
What's that? Why are women talking? What do you mean by?
Why is she talking?
Oh,
Why
yeah,
is she?
you should read her shit, bro. She's
Yeah.
amazing, and she did a lot of good shit.
Yeah, she did.
She did a lot of good shit.
Yeah. We're doing swell so far.
What's that?
I think women are awful right now, man. They're
What do
trying
you
to be
mean?
tiny little men, and they're not that good at it. They're
What do
not
you mean?
really. We got all these rules. We got all these rules so ladies can compete with us, and they're not very happy, and they're not having kids, and they keep murdering their kids, and then their anxiety.
You mean like murder them or having abortions?
was murder.
Okay, your opinion is murder. Okay.
I'm a murderer. Like me myself was a part of this shit. I was killing kids, man.
okay.
It
Well,
hurts
the-
my.
like-
it
like,
hurt-
I would
I'll
say-
call-
I would
I'll-
say
I'll call
in that-
myself a murderer.
I would say in that I'll say this. I don't know. But if someone believes that, and the problem with the fucking, and they're not leftists, they're fucking liberals, okay? And there's a big fucking difference.
They've taken y'all shit.
I
bro.
know they did, but they're full of shit. If you believe that, then I would stand in judgment of you if you weren't blocking the entrance to an abortion clinic. Okay, so I have no hatred, animosity. I honestly don't know, and
I think
I'm-
it is.
Well, I get you, bro, and I appreciate that. I don't think it's clear cut. I think it's all open for conversation, and it's all open for nuance,
Let
and
me
we
throw-
should.
Let me throw this at you.
Yeah.
Because this is what got me. I found out when new DNA is created, is at conception. So brand new DNA, that's a new person right there. It's just a matter of time. It's like that's a new thing, and that's what hit me. And
You're using a reductionist scientific approach to it, which is fine
Yes.
as your definition of it. I don't know enough about that. I know that this is something that needs to be talked about.
I don't know those big ass words, D.
Shut the fuck up. You totally do. Shut the fuck up.
Why
You're
are
a
you
product
doing
of the
those big
Detroit
words?
public school education, same as me, man. They taught all that shit in Detroit public school. Anyway,
Go on.
but in terms of women doing men's jobs, I would say that that's clearly a deep conversation. But the main thing is that the system, the economic system, has, and you're going to recognize this from your from your father, right? The economic system has alienated us from our essence, our species essence. That means that a job where you can go in and get some satisfaction from planting the potato and seeing it grow and feeding your family, or building the house, or making a podcast, less and less people are able to do that. So they are robbed day in and day out. I will say that the job of being a man has been, it's totally confusing right now, and that I would agree with.
This is what I keep finding a lot of times. Like I see women that come from like Eastern Bloc, and the women are like, it's almost like the government has taken the man job. The men check the fuck out, start drinking, and the women become tiny little men. Like when the government starts doing what dudes are supposed to do, the guys
What's the job that dudes are supposed to do?
take care of your kids, protect, like everything.
What's the job of the state then?
The state should have no job. Like anything that the state is doing, they need to shut the fuck, like get the fuck away and let us do that shit. We need to educate our kids. We need to take care of our own people. We need to.
Because I agree with you, but
You know what I'm saying?
But I think if there's a collective in the state, one definition of the state is a monopoly on violence. And that's the part that I think we should start at. I don't think they have a right to a monopoly on violence, and they have to, and their self.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree.
But like, I also think there is a collective that naturally happens. Yes, we should educate our kids, but like any sort of collective, there's some sort of collective education on children, culturally, in the village, wherever, or on a farm. There's some kind of collective education of children.
But like I just it's what, over 200 people. Everyone becomes an abstract. Like I think we were just better suited in these small little bling
You're
blong
talking
things.
about like an anarchist federalist type of a situation, and yes, I agree. But if there is going to be a state, then what's the payoff if it's not getting your teeth fixed? I mean, motherfuckers don't even have grills. Like
I don't think I don't think there is a payoff, and I think what we're trading is just what we're trading to get our fucking teeth fixed
But we don't get our teeth fixed.
That's my whole point.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's my
problem.
point.
Like, if
they're
they-
poisoning us, and they're like, "Here, we're gonna give you this health care after we fucking poison you."
And the
You're
health care is
welcome.
poison. I
It's
mean,
like,
this
nah,
cat
dude.
Kennedy right now, he's a bit out there, but he ain't completely out there.
I don't like, yo, dude. Like to me, it's like people are going crazy, and he's just saying like he's like everything that they're doing so far is just undoing the government attacking us. That's it. Like the government, they
Kennedy?
yeah, the government works with these private businesses, and these private businesses are poisoning us.
Yeah, and that's why he won't last for a minute. It's like, he
I
won't,
think they're throwing us a bone, dog.
but he's not going to have any effect on the pesticide fucking industry. He's not going to have any effect
Dude.
on. They will kill him first.
Yeah, so they put Roundup in the fucking pesticide for everybody to know. And turns out the fluoride shit was right too, huh? All those fucking wackadoos, man. Pretty soon y'all gonna be claiming still Earth. Still Earth.
See, like, I think we should look to Crazy Crackers. I should like, that's a Crazy Cracker. I'm not talking about. But I think maybe they might be True North Crazy Crackers.
Bro,
It's true. But
everything they do is like everything these wackadoos were claiming. They're like, turns out, yeah.
How
Turns
about
out, yeah.
how about the schizophrenics? Like, they're in my brain. Like, actually,
Dog. Yeah, I
but
think so.
To get back to the point of like what is the payoff of government, right? There's a concept again. Chomsky, who I think is brilliant. Chomsky said that, and it's because I don't know if he said it first, but it's like Anarchy 101. Authority is not self-justifying. Right?
Oh yeah.
You have to justify that. So one of the examples he gives is if he's walking down the street with his 4-year-old grandson and he smacks him on the head. You got no right to do that. Just because you can, you don't have a right to do that. It's not arguable, it's justifiable. But if the little motherfucker tries to run in traffic, you snatch his ass up, right? You have a right to grab him and pull him in. That authority is self-justifying. I think we're in a space of like all this unjustified authority. And
Yeah.
the problem with like the so-called right now, and actually the fucking so-called fucking liberals do the same shit, is they want to clamp down on all this other shit, libraries and shit like that, and community centers, and they want more money to the carceral part of the state that is armed. If you want to talk about freedom, let's start with like where all the money's being wasted, where all the biggest polluter in the world, the arm of government that does the most damage in the world. That's the military, the police, and the incarceration system. It starts there. It doesn't. They don't even talk about that shit.
I think it's done.
It's done.
Yeah, like everything you just said was a waste of breath to me. I think it's a wrap.
Oh no, it is a wrap. You're talking about the American Project?
Yeah, so it's
oh,
just
it's a
like,
total wrap.
Like I'm gonna go over here,
dude. It's a total wrap.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over
no,
here.
It's a waste of breath for most people. But I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
I look at this shit now, like fuck them both. Like, I'm glad
all
that the
the
Democrats
same.
got spanked. Fuck them. They supported two wars all over the world for nothing, for shit that wasn't even our country. They supported that shit.
They been
fucking
doing us.
What's that?
They been, like it's
And so I'm glad they got spanked because maybe, and then the working people finally said fuck you, but they did it to this other asshole who, like, look, he's funny, he'll get a laugh out of him, but like he is presiding over the demise of the American empire, and goodbye. Good riddance. I'm not interested in being part of an empire. It doesn't do me any good.
Well, the thing is this. I was waiting for you to say usury, man. Usury is what's killing us, dog. Usury.
Oh, absolutely.
You got these motherfuckers making money off of our like we're all in fucking we're slaves over here.
No
dog.
question. Are you familiar with the concept of techno feudalism?
Nah, but can you break it down to explain to what usury is too? Because
usury is a huge, an excessive interest on debt.
Yep.
And actually, it's biblically
loan sharking.
It's loan sharking, but like it's what got JC in trouble to begin with.
Yo,
he wouldn't get the fuck out of the temple and turn
Yo,
those
they was
tables over.
fucking broads on their period and doing usury, and God came in and was like, fa 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 fa. We
I
don't
don't know how those are the same though.
blood magic, bro. Like, yo,
Okay,
man,
okay.
I
The
think
usury
blood is
part-
powerful.
The usury part, if you want to get your Red Wings, I'm fine with that. But the usury part, I got some.
See, it's a slippery slope. You start eating out a
Well,
fucking
literally,
bloody chick. And
literally
that blam.
slippery. It's literally
Yeah.
slippery.
And-
Yeah,
trust.
yeah. But
I don't know why it's wrong. I just know bum got out and they put it in the same thing. So I gotta take it seriously.
I would look at the amount of and I you probably know scripture way better than I do.
If she's spotting,
You got the same place in hell as the guy who fucking runs Wall Street? I don't think so.
Yeah, you need is a
I mean, you
brown
got to
towel.
look all the shit about sex prohibited in the Bible. What Jesus said compared to what he talked about the rich, it's like so minuscule. He talked about the rich and the poor all the fucking time, all the time. That's
Yeah.
the shit. And usury is this commodifying of everything. And we are fucked. Techno feudalism. I'm not going to be able to describe it correctly. I would suggest people check out Yanis Varoufakis, was former Greek minister.
I swear, man, y'all Greeks are the biggest commies. Like you,
Well, no,
the
dude,
Greek. I swear, Greeks and Jewish motherfuckers are about y'all. Just
Well, unless they're
you guys just
American,
cook better.
What's that?
Y'all just cook better, man.
we do.
Y'all the better cooking Jews, man.
we
Y'all are
we
just
do.
like
we do.
clicked up.
But
since,
check out
since
Varoufakis.
day one.
Yeah, I appreciate unfortunately, there's not enough Greek commies. Americans are mostly fucking conservative fucking assholes. But
Aw,
but
don't say that, man.
but
Yo, you know what? Like, here's the thing with the communism. This is what it feels like. Because I came from that shit. I lived on a commune, and it would like this is what it looked like as an insider on a lot of this. A bunch of pussies who thought they were smarter than everybody else, but they were too lazy to do anything. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I know the right way to do it, and this should be like that, and we need to do this. It's just like, bruh, it felt like everybody was mad at their dad.
I think
where I was at.
If you look at the history of organizing, it's anything but pussies.
I understand that.
Motherfuckers went to
those
Spain in the 30s.
Bolsheviks, they murdered a lot of
the
children.
The Bolsheviks were like
children murderers.
They destroyed socialism. The Bolsheviks. They destroyed the other
guys.
Yeah, they were. They
just
were
went a little far.
Yeah. What did he say?
Fucking smidge.
Mistakes were made, comrade.
Mistakes were made.
but
the trains run on time.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck it.
But I will say that the Varoufakis, they basically, I'm going to fuck it up. So you got to go, he can break it down on YouTube. Yanis Varoufakis, right? It's basically that we went from feudalism to capitalism with supposedly the Marxian idea that it was going to transmute into socialism. Some aspect of that happened, but I don't want to get into that because I can't speak to it articulately. But what's happened is that now, just like in feudal times, there was the feudal lord.
I'd love to go back to feudal times compared to what we got right now, dog.
Yeah, well, it might
We
have
wouldn't have to listen to all these fucking guys. We wouldn't have to deal with all these bullshit elections. You know what I mean? Like, go on, man.
Basically, you could only buy and sell. The entire economy was based in that little plot of land. At least your access to it.
Yeah.
And so what he says is now it's gone from capital, which was this, sort of a commodity, commodity of fetish or whatever, to cloud capital. So it's the manipulation of people, and we are increasingly on Bezos and a few other people's farm. And so, everything we buy, everything we sell, man, my big rebellion now is I try not to buy the fucking whole food fucking product. I'm a rebel, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to buy like another major.
Fuck the man, bro.
Yeah, but everything is based on this techno feudalism, and we can't live without it. This little joint here will eventually be bought out by big cannabis.
Yeah, but here's the crazy thing, and this is why I want to go back to feudalism. Your money is worth, if you're sitting money is dying money. So that's why it forces motherfuckers to grow and grow. You can't just maintain. You can't just be like, hey, I'm a little shop owner and this is my shop and I make a boot every now and again. I'm gonna teach my kid how to do that. Because you can't just maintain. You have to grow because the interest is constantly eating you up.
And that is what will kill us.
So it's not the capitalism; it's the fucking usury that's spurring it along.
But that is a feature of capitalism. debt and insurance is a feature of capitalism.
That is the
And insurance, which is a similar thing. It's all,
Okay.
and it all comes from the slave trade. That's the beginning of capital.
Jews.
Dude.
No, they sold everything but people.
I disavow what you just said.
They sold everything but people. That was it. No, we happen to be the chosen ones, but we sell everything. But that's where I draw the line.
Dude, it's not.
I'm just
It's I know.
It's everybody.
Okay, please. All right. But
All right, go on.
But what if you think about it, bro? If they're talking about the idol, if they're talking about fetish, and fetish worship, like this is where
Like
we're
spit
at.
play.
What's
No, it's true though. No, yes,
this is where we are, and sort of big, and the high places low, low places high. This idea that there's a theologian named Tillich, and he said that all institutions are inherently demonic.
Yeah, like there's something evil in bureaucracy type deal where you don't.
Something evil in bureaucracy, something
Yeah.
evil about any of these companies.
Well, like it's super easy to fuck Dimitri over if I don't gotta sit across from you at a table.
Yeah,
Just in a couple keystrokes.
Otherwise, you got to sit in front of a hotel in New York and
Yeah.
blast that motherfucker in the head.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Tears of a tear, man. I'm fucking
yeah,
shed a
bro.
tear for
Like
that motherfucker.
it's
But-
so easy to kill your brother nowadays.
It is, but how do you get to it? And then it becomes this thing that is a thing in itself. It has to satisfy the shareholders.
Yeah.
It's all, Marx talked about commodity fetishism. He said the only way to talk about the commodities is to use the language of religion. And that says a lot. That says a lot. Because it has taken over, and then the state has taken over. Like these Christians that are walking around waving the flag, like haven't they? What about ideology? I mean, idolatry. Well,
I'm
like,
right there with you,
yeah.
man.
Like the Jewish state is it's idolatry. It's against their religion. It's against 101.
I agree.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you
Yeah.
more. And like, here's the problem with everything. Me.
Yeah,
Me.
yeah.
I'm the problem with everything. It's like everything, like all these ideas are good. And then you get a bunch of us in there and then we shit the fucking bed because
I think that the problem. See, that's kind of
this
like
is a God. I'm listening
What's
to. I'm about to hear God talk to me.
I
Go on.
think that's partially true.
Yeah.
We need to clean up our own street, but like it's like okay, they say recycle. The problems with recycling, like if I don't believe that's the
That's a
problem.
lie. Yeah,
I believe the problem is that they made this so easy, and actually I can't buy nothing without it plastic. I want to buy organic eggs it's encased in plastic, and they want me to recycle it, and they sprayed all this shit on it. I think that
And
the
then
problem.
it's turning these fellas into Nancy's. Fucking running around with like a bunch of Nancy's.
Well, I
and
mean,
putting
if
stuff in the water.
a bottle of water is going to tilt you that easily, then maybe you were going that way.
Well, my
anyways.
uncle when I was a child, and then the water that set me over it. No, but
Okay, I just got that.
no,
yeah.
yo, man, but they put like in the plastics they put weirdo shit that fucks with our that acts
Absolutely.
like,
But the point
estrogen.
is that so how do we act? I think that basically the problem, the solution is you.
The problem is me and the solution
yeah,
is me.
and also, but like how I think for the most part, and I know that there's a bit the Christian way of thinking is that we are in that there is an evil in us, right? But there's also the spark of God, right?
Yes.
And
The duality.
Yeah,
of man.
yeah, exactly. And I think we are often inclined towards good. And I think most times, when we interact with each other on a daily basis without these superstructures that are designed to compete, to make us, to pit us against each other.
I think we're designed to pit it. I think some people, you see some babies born and they're little fucking assholes. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, all babies are assholes. Let's
Yeah.
just say that. Fuck them.
Yeah, like-
I think the problem is babies, actually.
well, that's why their eyes are real big,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so you
yeah,
don't
yeah,
wring their
yeah,
neck
yeah,
when they
fuck
shit on
babies.
things. Fuck them in the face.
Babies run the banks.
Yo, to be real with you, man, like the way I was just talking about this, because I'm a single fella and I never been I've never been married or nothing like that. And I try to I'll try to do business with a guy with a wife or something, and I don't even realize I'm doing business with the wife. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
she might not be in the room.
but that's an economic unit. I mean, marriage is basically an economic unit.
I don't know these things. I'm dumb. And then here, to take it one step further, the wife is being ran by the kids. So I'm really doing business with a fucking 4-year-old. And I don't even
Nowadays
realize
it's
this
true.
shit, dude.
Nowadays it's true. Nowadays it's true.
Yeah, because the
helicopter
woman
and
can use violence against the man and take all his shit.
Dude,
so
what
these
is
dudes are
this
in
shit
panties.
with women with you, man? What's going on with you, bro?
I just need you to realize. I need you to
What the fuck
realize.
is going on with you?
Well, over 70% of the divorces are started by the lady.
Dude, I heard the statistic.
You
I
know
don't know
that?
if it's true. I don't know if it's true.
And college
But-
educated are even crazier. So look, I'm just saying these dudes are in panties because they're afraid.
Dude, I don't know if this is true, but I heard it.
I think it is.
Okay, let me tell you what it's like. Okay, gay marriage, and I don't want your opinion on it. I don't care. Gay marriage. I'm stating a fact. Like,
Some
okay,
of-
all right. So heterosexual marriage, it's like 50% is like it ends in divorce, right? Lesbian marriage is something like 70% ends in divorce, and gay marriage, it's something gay men marrying each other, it's like 20%. I'm just saying.
And their
Am I
houses.
right about that?
Statistics show in the United States, women initiate about 70% of divorces, but this range true in both heterosexual and same-sex divorces.
Yeah, so you're right, 70%.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
There was another
So
statistic.
men should marry each other because that's God's will.
Yo, you made everybody. I was gonna throw a needle at him, and he just came out of
Something
nowhere.
has to be thrown.
Yeah, man.
I shut you up. That's amazing. But
Yeah,
but
I just- 'cause-
but what is the job of a human? What is the job of a man now?
Right
What-
now, no one knows. That's the thing, right?
Well, and,
Like,
I
for-
think there is a crisis. I think it is a crisis.
Well, I don't. You know what, man? I guess I sure wish I was talking to Jordan Peterson right now. He couldn't give me all the answers. Oh, the problem. You gotta toughen up, buddy.
I saw this.
Room.
Wash your asshole,
I'm going to try
sir.
to find the name of this theologian. And I can follow him. But like he broke it down with Jordan Peterson.
I don't believe. Yo, that guy's a charlatan.
Okay,
man.
thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
just saying Jordan Peterson did this 20-minute thing, and this guy Paul. I'm gonna come up with Paul. I'm gonna come up with his name. 'cause
I
want
like
you to-
Jordan Peterson, and then the more I watched him, the less I liked him. I was just like,
No. Yeah, he's ranting about like the Christian ethic. We need to bring a Christian a
That
society.
I don't even think he's Christian, man.
Well, dude, if you listen to what he's saying, it's like men need to go out and
I
be
agree with
leader.
all that.
Men need to do this.
Yeah,
Men
like,
need to do that.
yeah.
And you know what, man? The
Yeah.
only time he's talked about Christianity, the only time he mentioned God is when he said, "And by God." He
That's what I'm
never
saying.
fucking mentioned
That's what I'm
God.
saying.
And never
He's a
talked
fucking
about.
lie. Bro's a
I gotta
lie,
find this cat
son.
that you're gonna like, or you might not like him, which is even better.
Don't make me.
I gotta look through all my
total
commie
commie
shit,
shit.
yeah. It's
Total-
all. I mean, my
what a commie. Stop in the interview to show me a fucking video.
I'm not gonna show you. I'm just
I'm
gonna
not
find the
gonna- I don't
motherfucker's
believe-
name.
yeah,
This guy's
I
name's
don't
Paul
want any- I don't want any
Kingsnorth.
parts of you.
Kingsnorth. Paul Kingsnorth.
Paul Kingsnorth?
Yeah, check him out. He's a guy who's was totally on the left, and anyways, he made a conversion to Christianity, and he's got a great breakdown of Jordan
Yo,
Peterson.
man, I got family, like this. You know why you and I get along? Because you're like one of my family members, dog. Like you're like kin to me, man. Like honestly, and I'm probably like one of your pink cousins down the road or some shit like that. But I swear to you, man. And like, I have a loved one that they tried to have a school with no hierarchy, and then the leader of the school, who wasn't supposed to be the leader of the school, ended up embezzling all the money, and now it's just humans. We're
So
awful.
Wait a minute.
Like,
I think the problem is not hierarchy. The problem is toxic hierarchy. And
you know the right way to do hierarchy.
what's that?
You know the right way to do hierarchy.
Yeah, it's just got to be justified, man. I know if motherfuckers if I'm going to go take a Qigong class, I'm not taking it from you. Okay? I'm going to take it from a Qigong.
First off, I'm gonna
And
find
you're-
out what Qigong is, and I'm telling you, I'm good at. I'm good at teaching Qigong.
Oh, yeah, right.
man.
But then you'd have to justify that. So
Yeah.
if the guy wants me to call him Sifu, which is the title, I will call him Sifu because that's what I got to go to do to get that shit.
All my Mexican homies call me seafood.
They call you seafood.
Oh,
because
seafood?
no seafood.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is that hierarchy is like authority, not self-justifying. But we need a hierarchy sometimes. It just can't be toxic and automatically given, and that's the problem. So what they had,
I feel like sometimes it feels like people are mad at their dad when they say these things.
okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? It just seems like they're sore with their pop, or they're mad at God or some shit.
Well, actually, but then there's the imposition of this, and most of it comes between the imposition in our lives of like a toxic hierarchy. Sure, maybe the initial one is with your father or your mother, but like in a day-to-day basis, it's corporate and governmental, and the combination of those two are at the core of fascism. It's
So how do you do, like, seriously? I'm dead serious. Like, how do you do communism without a whole bunch of government? Like, if government's evil, then like, how do you do it?
I'm an anarcho-communist.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
That means I'm an anarchist, and I believe in a collective, and I believe in what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Small,
like a village.
yeah, and but like what you do, what
I
is
would
an
make
anarchist?
you village captain.
And I'd resign.
No, and that's why you would earn it. That's why you would be. That's why
my trick.
I'd be like, congratulations,
Dude,
you
like,
passed
I'm
the
such a sick
test.
fuck. Like I'm watching like a Russian television series made in the mid 20s,
Yeah.
2010s, and it's called Kill Stalin, and it's about like this plot to execute Stalin during the siege of Moscow. This is how sick I am. The story's going nowhere. But
No,
like
I'm going. I'm
but-
enthralled.
But I'll watch shit like that. I mean, but Stalin only appears once, and he's this sort of stern but wise grandfather.
He's just. I told you.
yeah. He had to do some shit. Anyway, so what, as an anarcho-communist, what does that mean? It means that I live my life. And as a Christian, that is my true north. I'm trying to see where toxic hierarchy is in effect, to avoid it, to usurp it when possible, to live by those principles, to try to rip people. I mean, it's also Christian values. Fucking Jesus. And by the way, that's often quoted. You don't hear preachers say, and fucking Jesus.
Jesus effing see. They do. Yo, I like, hey, bro, I'm on board. It's funny, like, you and I came to a similar, we're landing in the same place. We just got there different ways.
Yeah, it's just the shit about, like, I'm curious about,
like,
the women shit. Like,
No. I love women. I actually really love women, but it's just right now I feel like I'm in a society where ladies are trying to be men.
I think that people aren't allowed to be people. And if you're trying to say, by the way, you started.
Nobody wants to tell the retarded kid they're retarded, and it's a tough job for me. But like, ladies, stop.
Do you go around doing that? Like, hey kid, you're not autistic. You're a retard.
I don't do any of that shit. But like, that's why it's so. That's why it hurts when I'm saying, like, it sounds hurtful, but I'm
What
just
does
like,
it mean?
hey.
All right, then I want to know what you mean by.
Like, here's the deal.
I love the fact that you keep on using the word ladies, which is awesome.
I like the gals.
Yeah, gals. Okay.
All right, so like, if you're a lady, you find a fella that's
Okay, a fella and lady.
you find a fella that you find to be capable and smart, and let him lead. That's it.
Lead what?
Lead your life.
Why?
Because men are smarter than women.
Oh, come on, man.
They are.
Come on.
Oh yeah. Remember that one thing a woman invented? Me neither, dude. They don't know shit, man. I'm playing, but no, they.
You talking about like administratively, like intellectually?
Look, man.
Like right now,
dudes are better. Dudes are better at big picture. Women are better at small. So like,
and lead what? Lead what?
Lead the two of you through life.
Man, just some
like
dumb
everybody
motherfuckers, bro, and there's some smart ass women.
Yeah,
man.
but these smart ass women end up blowing dumb dudes, so they're not that smart.
But it seems like a natural balance there.
No,
dude,
man,
I just cannot.
I have really bright women in my family, and you know how many times I've had to fucking share a meal with some idiot because this fucking guy like talked his way into her pants.
That
like,
absolutely does happen.
And this is why I'm like, women shouldn't vote, man.
I don't think anyone should.
I don't think anybody should. I don't think anybody should vote either. But like, yo,
you were about to use the example. What?
According to statistics, men tend to fare better with problems spatial skills, strategy selection.
That's like that's the world shit.
The statistics outweigh women in social factors.
Like we all play our parts.
So
is what
look, I'm
saying.
gonna go back to Marx. Okay, who's got the means of production? Who owns the means of production?
I don't know who
The pussy is the mean of production.
No,
They got the pussy. Okay,
yeah, but like
and
much like the workers are not the smart ones. You
What's
know what
that?
I mean? Much like the workers are not the brains in the operation. No, but here's the rub.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know either. I just wanted to say like
And you
I
try to
want
use
to
Eastern European
Yeah.
women as being like because they come from a communist
look.
government.
What I'm saying is this.
Have you met like these old Polish women that never lived under
I
communism?
love-
They're badass women because they're strong.
Yo,
and they will, they'll.
But like feminism has weakened women, dude.
What do you mean by feminism?
Like my grandmother, rest her soul, was a badass. Like pre boomer,
Mine too.
like the boomer
Mine too.
ladies and
Mine too.
down.
But,
Bruh, I
but
can
when
break
you're
their
talking
brain.
about feminism, you're talking also about a fucking neoliberal capitalist concept of feminism, right?
What would
Which
be
is
your
so-
way?
Yo, man, like just like
Let them
people,
do it. Yeah, let them do what they want.
let anyone do what they want.
I think
Let
I
anyone do
agree.
it.
I
Let
agree.
anyone do it. The thing, problem with feminism is that there were, especially second wave feminism, which that glass ceiling shit, right? I don't really give a fuck if there's a black woman lesbian as mayor of Chicago. It doesn't bring anything in me. What I'm worried about is not the glass ceiling. I'm worried about like the sub basement, where a lot of women are in the sub basement, more statistically in terms of economic power. The sub basement is what interests me. I could give a fuck who's leading. I don't give a fuck who's the corporate, who's in
So
charge
you care about
corporation.
who's doing bad?
Yeah.
I don't care about who's doing bad. What a waste of fucking energy, man. No wonder you're like, look how happy I
As
am.
a Christian, special dispensation
Look
for
how-
the poor.
look at how
that
happy
was
I
the
am.
shit. As a Christian, that's the shit.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
I
Only.
I dispensate for the poor all the time, but it's just in a different way.
So like that's when you talk about feminism, when you're talking about the feminism of I don't know, Gloria Steinem or
I'm just
Hillary
saying the
Clinton.
shit that I'm
It's
saying
just
the
bullshit.
shit that I.
But
that
like equal access to pay. I mean, why not? I mean, equal pay, equal access. I mean, yeah.
How about just equal hiring? Like we haven't seen any of that yet.
I totally agree.
So it's just like we're like that's what I mean. And
The problem is right now men are going to get left way behind. 'Cause
Maybe.
we suck at school, and they're teaching
because
us
the
wrong.
school's feminine.
Yeah,
It's
well,
a feminine
no, it
ass
is.
school.
Well,
man.
it is.
They
You're
made it feminine.
right.
Yeah.
But they also made it into when people talk about the patriarchy, I'm like, well, I'm not down for the matriarchy either because I experienced it
What's
in Detroit public school from kindergarten, and I was tortured by women.
Matriarchy. You know what I'm for? The great triarchy.
The great triarchy. What's that?
Just everyone's real swell, and there's no man and no women and none of that bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
No, but here, yo, the thing. This is something to like when you take.
By the way, why would anyone be watching this? They don't even know who the fuck I am. We haven't talked about any of the thing. But anyways, maybe it doesn't matter. Keep going.
But yo, what are you talking about? We're having what time? How long are we going?
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up.
I don't need to wrap it up. I'm fine. I'm having fun. I'm just.
No, I
I'm
gotta
making an
go do
observation.
capitalism.
Okay. I don't
got
even want to
capitalism
talk
to
about
do
what I do.
after
I
this.
could care less about what I do. But go
What
ahead.
do you do?
Oh, fuck it. I don't care. Let's talk.
Tell me what
Oh,
you
I'm
do.
a psychedelic ceremonialist. Blah blah blah.
We talked about that last
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Let's keep going. Okay.
This is
This is way more interesting. I fucked it up, but you were about to like you're talking about how you hate women and gay people and Jews. So go ahead.
I like them all.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
I'm just an honest fella.
Okay.
I like them all. I
Okay,
think
okay,
I think the ladies are great. But like, look, man, if
But you don't think ladies should kill their babies, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think,
Okay.
and I don't think men. I don't think we should be jerking off. I don't believe in.
But when you said you don't think you should, like, what like, is there a prohibition on jerking off? Or
I think we're encouraged to spill our seed.
Oh,
and
we
that's-
totally are.
And like, look, in Judaism, I'm starting a new religion here. In Judaism,
This is,
bruh,
dude. The second you get one, the first thing you do to see if it works is what? You take a picture of your dick. Otherwise, you don't know if it works. Anyways, go ahead. Judaism. Go ahead, Judaism. Please continue.
I forgot, but it was really good.
You're gonna help Jewish people with their 5,000-year-old religion. Go ahead.
No, that's a relatively. Wow, that's a big can of worms. So we got this new Judaism
Okay.
with the E, Jude, Ism.
Oh, okay. So it's your shit.
Smart.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's good at branding is Jewish people. You should like check. Anyways, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
man.
I don't want to be
What's his son? Or what's Freud's nephew did the whole.
Oh, yeah, he did. Freud's nephew was a
Freud's
PR
nephew
guy.
Mind fucked the whole world.
Well, he actually ushered in the whole fucking
All this grossness.
medicalization of everything. Yeah,
He's like
drag.
Instead of like this water will get you thirsty. This water equals freedom, and then you're drinking freedom. You're not drinking water anymore. You're drinking. Fuck, man, this is a feeling. You're drinking feelings. That was some out cold shit, man. I think that came from the devil, bro. Like
I think so too.
that was wild,
Dude, literally the devil.
With Judaism, no more of that.
No more what?
The whatever the fuck that guy did.
What did you? What was that gesture you just made?
What? Oh, that?
yeah.
Oh, dude, like the one guy does the Hail Hitler thing, and now you can't even point up.
Yeah, it's like that mustache is ruined, right? That little mustache. Like,
Michael Jordan trying to bring it back.
You know what he did? He used all his political capital for, and he hasn't done shit for anyone. That motherfucker's the most selfish motherfucker, right? And he did it. He used his political capital to wear a Hitler mustache and sell underwear.
That's some wild shit, right?
I call it the way I admire it, but it didn't catch on.
I'm not mad at the dude.
Did you ever fuck around while you're shaving, like just leave it on for a minute?
No, because I don't look. I've done the Fu Manchu though.
Yeah.
See, yours connects though.
Yeah.
I got the red blonde.
Yeah. That's inferior Northern European blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
but no, I'm just a pink Italian.
You Italian, man?
I'm half Italian.
You're one of those pink Italians.
If you look
Northern Italy?
No, man. Well, in the middle of.
What's the other part?
Irish.
Oh God, I gotta go, man. It's like the worst idea ever. An Irish and Italian. I'm so sorry, bro.
It could have been an Irish Polak.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
It's it's the Catholics. You get all the Catholics.
Oh my God.
Yo, so let me ask you, does the Orthodox side run into that too? So will you see a Greek Yuki together or some shit like that, or?
I think that look, I was raised by an atheist, but my grandmother was very religious. What do you mean? I mean, people like try.
Your parents were atheists too?
My father was. I'm all right. My father was. My mother is kind of agnostic.
That was I was raised like it was awful, man.
It was. You know what? I thank God for my atheist father because I don't have the prejudice against the church where people are tortured in the church.
I don't think I think the church was infiltrated by some weirdo fellas, and they started doing some fucked up shit in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, like what?
Like fucking children.
Yeah, I looked for it in the Bible. It's just not there.
Thou shalt not sodomize a child, man.
It's like the Bible is kind of neutral.
Thou shalt not ply a child with alcohol. I mean, and get them to feel like they're
that's
partners.
What it becomes. That's when it becomes. But
what a way to ruin. What a way. Like, how evil is that, right? It's like. It's not like just a drunk uncle.
It's really evil.
He's like, hey, I'm here to represent
It's
God.
really evil. But if you think it's like when those motherfuckers thought that like Hillary Clinton was eating brains and they're fucking kids in the basement of a pizza parlor.
Oh, they were.
Yeah. Well,
They
my
were
point
drinking
is
blood.
this. It's like the Catholic Church.
Allegedly.
It's not the worst thing they did that week. If they were eating the brains of children and fucking, I mean, they destroyed Haiti, for instance. I mean, a whole country of people the Clintons did. I mean, Podesta is, it's not the worst thing that the Catholic Church did.
They flooded the whole country with dope. Arkansas.
So, you know what? If they're fucking kids and eating their brains, it's taking time away from that real bad shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like,
if you could use that for the clip, that would be really good. Okay.
Hey, if the Clintons are if the Clintons are just fucking children, they're not flooding the country with dope.
Exactly. They're occupied.
Sure was nice talking to you. Yo, man, once a year, bro, we need to have our fucking once a year. We need
to like now that canceling is over. I'm glad to talk to you. Like as of last Monday, a week ago Monday, canceling's done. So we can
yeah, man.
So's everything else.
God bless you.
You're
man.
right, but it is the end of the empire. It's the end.
It's done.
Yeah.
And here's the thing:
I let China do it. That's what I say.
I just want to go like with Judaism. I want to go off into the wilderness, and then I want to get some like-minded people. Yeah, everyone that likes.
That's an interesting idea. I've heard of it before, but you go off.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start a village.
So the village. Do you need like what do you need to stockpile? Any stockpiling going on?
Well, I'm gonna segregate.
Okay. Well, the people are good people. The teachings of Jude.
Yes.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, so it'll be Yeah. No fat chicks in Judaism.
And
No,
what
I'm
if
just
they-
kidding. I
And
like
what,
fat
what if they
chicks.
get fat? That's the question.
That's
What if
cool.
That's cool?
Yeah. Actually, I like a fat chick.
Yeah. What do you mean by fat, though?
I like 1997 fat. None of this fucking new. None of this like.
What is 1997 fat? I'm trying to remember, man.
like just any size girl? Like, but not the not. I don't. I don't not really obese. Super disgustingly obese.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? Where they make films like this is the part of Disney World where we can fit in. They got that shit, bro. They got that shit, bro.
It's interesting, yeah.
It's I'm gonna bring shame back. We need a touch of shame. We need a cut.
Shame.
No, not shame. Shame.
Shame. No,
Yeah.
shame is good.
Yeah.
Guilt is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's again, the toxic part of it's not good, but
Yeah.
you need to be ashamed for shameful actions. You
Yeah.
need to feel guilty. I had some motherfucker tell me that shame's a useless emotion. I'm like, what the fuck? There's all this shame. I mean, look, man, you got people using, right? There's a genocide. These motherfuckers ain't ashamed. They're filming it. They're in
Bruh.
motherfuckers' houses wearing the panties of the women they just killed and raped, and there's
Are
no
you
shame.
serious, dude?
Dude, you haven't seen the IFS soldiers doing that shit?
That's the
yeah,
Israel
yeah,
fellas?
yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
There's no shame. They should be ashamed, deeply ashamed, and they
Yeah,
should
man.
have like long-term problems with it.
They probably would. Look, man, war's so crazy, right? But this is I'm gonna put that aside.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the whole part of like you have to dehumanize the enemy to kill the enemy. So
This ain't even a war, dude. It's an assault on.
that's why I said that's why I said I'm putting that aside, dog.
And look, man,
You the one
whatever-
that's
what are
always
these-
riding for the
What's that?
you the one that's always upset. Like, oh, not go ahead.
No. The problem that happened with
Who's doing all the killing? Who are they? Jews.
you know what they're doing it at the bidding of the United States government, and that's the fucking facts.
Who owns the government? The bankers, the usury fellas. And who controls them? The Catholic Church.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
dead serious, man. It was like bing bong, bing
Well,
bong.
well,
and then who
well,
does the Catholic Church control by? Satan. And Catholics aren't devil worshippers.
Dude.
But that's my theory on the flat earth of Judaism.
Dude, okay, we got to keep on reminding people Judaism is the teaching of Jude, right? Because here's the thing is, I like to eat. And I
Yeah.
enjoy having heat in my home.
Yeah.
So I just want to be clear, and every time you say Judaism, it's the teaching of Jude.
Yeah, the teaching of Jude.
Okay, I got
Judaism.
you. I got
There's
you.
another
I
kind of
enjoy
Judaism?
food. I'm just saying I enjoy food.
Are you afraid that
I'm just saying that.
Are you afraid
Let's
some
move
other
on.
guys are going to cut you off?
Let me just move on.
In
But like-
Judaism, you can think what you want and I'll let you eat.
but
L'chaim.
But L'chaim. But like, look, there's been. Oh no, I don't know.
No, don't go down that route. Like, yo,
I'm
no,
gonna go down the
stop.
road.
But
Like, if you see the last 4 years, this is why the fucking liberals and the progressives are not the left. They are not the left. They have bought all the banker shit. They have bought all the corporate shit, and then they put a veneer of multiculturalism and inclusion on it that's got nothing to do with the left. The left really is about people having a decent living and people having clean water and clean air and not being molested by war and not this locking motherfuckers
Or your
up for
uncle.
no reason. Or your uncle. What happened with your uncle? I just spilled this.
Nothing.
Well, I'm going
Nothing.
Your poor uncle's at home like
I be giving it.
he's
I
like
got like 8 of them, and they're like, all of them are like, did I do something? They're probably fucking questioning themselves.
But that's the problem. And then they supported a genocide, these Democrats. And this bitch came to Dearborn, Michigan, and told people I'm talking, and they called her a girl boss. Like, fuck off. Just fuck off. Just fuck off. I hate the liberals more than I hate the right. And I do hate the right as well, but I fucking hate liberals. And
I love Jesus.
I love Jesus. That's true.
I love Jesus,
I
man.
forgot.
That's it, bro.
I forgot. I love
What?
Jesus.
Yeah,
I love
man.
Jesus. Come
No,
on.
it's tough, right? Because you
Yeah.
fall down that thing, and you're like, you see people doing despicable stuff, and
But he got pissed off several times.
who Jesus?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesus flipped over tables.
Yeah.
Jesus was really he didn't like usury.
No, he did not like usury.
But even Judas, he said, "You, my friend, you betraying me, my friend."
Yeah.
Like the kiss of death, he handled much better than usury. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, because that was against it was
Against it,
it was an attack on the person and not an attack on the body of
Yeah.
humanity. You know, and that's the the type of injustice. Like, man, if I could forgive someone for fucking me over, that's one thing. I can't. I'd like to think I can. I'm working on something right
Dude,
now where like I'm
yo,
trying
man.
I'm trying not to fucking get vindictive, right?
Yeah.
You know my family, right? I'm trying not to get vindictive.
Yeah.
But then when I think about this global shit, that's when I go fucking nuts. When I see that the level of, and I believe it is demonic. I
agree with you,
I
man.
believe it's demonic. So why are you a Christian? And what does it being a Christian mean?
It was I just saw that I started by seeing how cowardly we behaved when COVID came, and I was like, we are afraid of death, and I puzzled it out that like I think we're afraid of death because we don't know what's going to happen, and I think that's a reflection of a lack of God. And I started pointing the finger. They need God, and they need God, and then I was like, bro, you need God. Like you need God, and it was incredibly hard to humble myself and think that I didn't create this whole thing for myself, and that God was there. And I asked for Jesus to come into my life, and it's been a slow like melting the ice cube. Like it's been a slow process, and every day I'm happier. Every day I'm happier, man, and I don't have to be right all the time, and that's really been helpful in my day to day. And I haven't really thought about death or the afterlife as of yet because I'm so new at it. But right now, it's not having to be right and not having to be good and knowing that I'm loved and forgiven has been helpful for me.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I think it's been a long, slow process. I think it was always in me.
Yeah.
And then having gone through all the initiations in other religions and traveled around the world and taken all kinds of things, I kind of realized like that the pageantry and the beauty of, and I don't know much about Orthodoxy because I'm slowly going towards it,
Yeah.
but the beauty of the symbolism and the art, because I'm a music person.
Right.
So in that, and then just transformative power of Christ and his revolutionary message. All that resonates with me, and to know that someone else is in control, and then that was really difficult for me, especially I don't vote, I don't participate, but to watch in New York City, to watch these friends of mine like back this, if not in actual words, back a genocide. I was so fucking angry. They backed it in their silence, and they backed it in their support of candidates that were just massacring, who knows how many hundreds of thousands of people, and other wars, the war in Ukraine, but just the fostering of that, and all over the world to watch that, and it's helped deepen my Christianity, because who did I turn to? I turned to Christians. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Because I can't stand my people I love.
Yeah.
I want to hurt them. I'm so fucking angry. What do I do? And the
What
message,
did you do?
message is like, understand that like to work for peace, to work for justice in the way you can, to reach out when you can to someone who's poor and someone who's suffering, and then to understand that I ain't in charge.
Also, it's that love your enemy shit, right?
It's really hard, man.
Well, for me to shift is like, who's your worst? I'm my worst enemy. It's like I gotta love and forgive myself and love other people, and understand that I'm not God. And so many times I'm looking at someone with the judgment of God, like, oh yeah, you should be behaving like this. And it's humiliating. I believe Jesus came down as God in the flesh, and then died for us. And it's like, so it's humbling.
Yeah, I see, and if it's, I don't care. I mean, people ask me about the resurrection, and I don't need to know that the Son. Yeah, I don't need to know that. I don't even need to know the fact of the. I do believe it, but gotta forget the theologian who said that I'm a Christian because it is absurd, and And that story, that story is what I need to walk with, and try to refer to it. I believe it,
It's
but
the most
doesn't even
logical to me.
it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's logical to you. It's not logical. It's fascinating to me. There's a point where we were talking about infinity, right? Where infinity on the cross, and my understanding is minimal. But
Yeah, we're both brand new at this, right?
On the cross, infinity doubted its own infinity. Divinity doubted its own divinity. So Christ had the doubt on the cross.
Because Christ was a human
Yeah.
in that moment. And then, it's like, God, why have you forsaken me? That's from Psalms. So he's quoting the Bible, and then the second part is still I believe. So he died at the beginning, so a lot of cats don't realize that. It sounds like, to the untrained ear, it sounds like he's complaining to God, why have you forsaken me? But the second part of that is, I still believe in you, even though I don't feel you right now. And I think that's beautiful.
I think it's beautiful too, and it's also that poetic part of Christianity. It becomes like a Zen, what's it called, the Zen koan, where like what's the answer is kind of like difficult, and so
Life's poetic, if it's anything, isn't it though?
it can be, and that's the that's the problem when we get too material. Is
Yeah.
that or when science becomes too. Science can be very poetic, but like when it starts interfering. What I say is that we need the precision of the inexactitude of poetry. So a poem that's just sort of like an abstract poem, but it gets to that thing.
Yeah.
That's the kind of work I do. Like I'm not trying to cure PTSD. I'm trying for people to have a relationship with their own suffering.
Yeah.
A relationship with their concept of who they are and their family and their community. And so life is poetic. It's incredible.
Where can I find you? Look at that. Look at that. We got the plug-in.
Yeah. You go to Cardea, CARDEA.net. That's my company. Or Dimitri Mugianis, DIMITRI, and that's where you can find me. Or
They're
get me
going to
out.
go to the other one.
Yeah.
I forgot how to spell that.
Yeah.
C-A-R-D, card,
Cardea.
C-R-D, C-A-R-D. Say
Car and DEA, which
Oh,
I've
car
been in
and
a DEA car, so that's how I remember it. I've been in the back of a DEA car, actually. Yeah. So, do you want to end it on like what exactly you mean by fat girls? Like, do you think the Christian thing was good?
I thought it was real beautiful.
Okay, I think so too. No. Let's. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man. God bless.
God bless you.
That was fun, bro.